Sisters and brothers, welcome to our today's program of NJO of the 26th of February 2019. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm the presenter of this program, and I'll be with you for the next few or several minutes in order to share with you what has been taking place in the Congo. And I want to share it with you in a simple way as much as I can. So without taking longer, let me remind you, if this is your first time to watch our programs, we invite you to click on the button which is below here in order to subscribe. And whenever we're online, you can watch us live. Feel free to share our videos with friends and colleagues. Feel also free to click on like during the program or at the end of the program. Once again, thank you very much for choosing us. So without taking longer, let us go to our news straight away. On Tuesday, the 26th of February, Felix Tshisekedi is expected in Windhoek, in Namibia. This will be his first visit as the president of DRC in this country. This mission is part of the continuation of the bilateral meeting he had with H. Genberg, his Namibian counterpart. The winner of the presidential election on December 30th in the DRC is indeed the opponent Martin Fayulu Madidi and not Felix Antoine Tshisekedi Chilombo, said on Monday in Brussels the former Archbishop of Kinshasa, Monseigneur Laurent Monsengo Passigna, based on the data collected by the Catholic Church. Indeed, it is he who won the elections, said the former primate of the Congolese Catholic Church to journalists during his visit to Belgian Senate, a few hours before speaking in the evening in front of the Grand Catholic conferences on the theme, What Future for the Congo? In the same area, Martin Fayulu was in Matadi on Sunday in a meeting called Citizen Resistance to claim the truth of the polls. He promised to continue fighting. After the siege of Matadi last Sunday in central Kongo province, Martin Fayulu Madidi is now headed to Moanda. He continues to claim victory, put pressure on the international community, and attack the independent National Electoral Commission. He proposes that the elections be reorganized. A scene for the least embarrassing that attended Martin Fayulu this Sunday, 24th of February, in Matadi. While he was in osmosis with the thousands of people who came to listen to him in his meeting, there was a break between him and his base. We were on our way, and we heard the bad news, was saying Martin Fayulu. We were together with former Prime Minister Muzito. He is not with us here because of this news. The patriarch, Antoine Gizenga, has left us. Martin Fayulu began. The crowd did not let Fayulu finish his speech, accusing the deceased of treason for collaborating with Joseph Kabila. Alone, he observed a short minute of silence in a deafening hubbub. Martin Fayulu could end his tour of Boma Territory Province, in Boma Territory Province. At least 19 dead in Kamako according to the local sources, including 1 woman and 7 minors, mostly by bullet. A dozen serious injuries were observed too. Other allegations being verified. Reprisal against the Chiota, a Kamwina Sample group led by FARDC, the Congolese army, assisted by Batetela militias. The Kamwina Sampu wanted to racket Tetela merchant and kidnapped the president of the community. A delegation led by the governor and MONUSCO visited the site immediately, according to local sources. Luba families have found shelter near MONUSCO base. The Kamwina Sampu militia had promised to disarm if the Banamura militias did the same. The Minister of Public Health announced in a statement on Sunday, the 24th of February, that the Katwa district is the main focus of the Ebola outbreak in North Kivu. He reports that the percentage of confirmed cases and community deaths in Katwa is much higher than in other health zones affected by the Ebola outbreak. A Mai group attacked and burned the Ebola treatment center in Katwa, Butembo. That was on Monday, the 25th of February. The mayor of the city, Sylvain Kanyamanda, who evaluated the damage, claims that these militiamen were wearing knives. Aged 65, Patrice Mirindi took the helm of the Provisional Provincial Assembly office as dean after the departure of Jean-Marie Bulambo. We are in South Kivu. The latter, elected at the same time to the national and provincial deputation, so opted for the national hemicycle. Apart from Jean-Marie Bulambo Kilosho and Jean-Claude Kabala Nkold, Governor Claude Nyamugabo and his deputy governor Hilaire Kikobia, they also chose to sit in national hemicycle. 20 women selling fresh fish are in sitting since the morning of Monday, 25th of February 2019, in front of a warehouse of the Directorate General of Customs and Excise, DGDA, at Mulamba Square, Nyalukemba neighborhood in the city of Bukavu. They say they demonstrated to claim their goods delighted on Sunday 21st, confiscated, on Sunday 21st, and in the morning of the Monday, 25th of February, by agent of a DGDA. They indicated that it is unacceptable that their goods are confiscated and destroyed, while they claimed to have to pay 2,000 Congolese francs per carton or per box to the same agent committed at the Ruzizi border. Number 1. Ruzizi 1. One of them said in tears, "I took a loan from a cooperative or saving and credit cooperative, and I work hard to make a living. But they came to rob me of everything I had as commodities. I don't know what I will explain to the credit cooperative. It's all life that have been sacrificed, even the life of my children. I don't know what to do, that they bury me in the same way that they have just buried my goods," said this woman in tears. Motorcycles, taxi drivers showed their anger on Monday in the city of Beni after the murder on Sunday of one of their colleagues on the road to Mbao. They suspect military that their colleague was carrying on the bike as the one who killed him. Mbao is in Beni. The motorcycle taxis went to the town hall where they were honked. They honked, for several minutes in protesting a meeting, while a meeting was held by Colonel Nanga, president of CENI, for stakeholders in the electoral process. The event went off without any incident. The Congolese National Police announced that 105 detainees escaped this Monday, 25th of February, from the central prison of Bandundu town. We are in Kwilu. The National Police of Congo speaks of a complicity between the escapees and the guard of the prison. The operation took place around 4 p.m. 2 police guards and 3 prison guards were also arrested. The president of the Independent National Electoral Commission, CENI, Kongo, said on Monday, 25th of February, that his institution will install his staff in the city of Beni in anticipation of the national and provincial legislative elections, which is rescheduled for March the 23rd in constituencies of the city and the territories of Beni and the city of Butembo. We wonder if these people are going also to vote for the presidential. Peter Pham, the United States Special Envoy for the Great Lakes region, was welcomed on Monday, 25th of February, and he talked about welcomed on Monday, 25th of February, recent U.S. sanctions imposed on 5 Congolese personalities, including Kongo, president of CENI. Peter Pham said that these sanctions are aimed at fighting corruption, as advocated by the President of the Republic of Congo, Felix Tshisekedi. He says the USA is ready to work with the current regime. He said, people identified publicly were responsible for personal election-related corruption dating back to 2016, well before the campaign period or elections day took or seen its day. Peter Pham said also that the United States is ready to work with the next Congolese government to create a peaceful and prosperous future for the Congolese. Suspicions of misappropriation weighed on the management of the accredited DRC embassy to to Peking, China. The Association for Access to Justice, ACAG, asked the Deputy Prime Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration to urgently carry out an independent and credible investigation to shed light on these suspicions. Receipts from the granting of visas and operating costs allocated by the government to the embassy would be routinely diverted while Congolese diplomats are still surviving. The ambassador Jean-Charles Okoto Lolaumbe, who is currently in Kinshasa because he was elected national deputy, has instructed his staff from now on, to pay all the money to his private bank accounts. And Lolaumbe is not the only one. Many ambassadors of the DRC also they divert money of the embassy to their own bank accounts, while the workers of the embassies starve and they have to survive day after day. Ensemble pour le changement. The position, Ensemble pour le changement is a political platform for Moses Katumbi, originally scheduled on Friday 22nd and Sunday 24th February, a press conference. A political coalition led by Moïse Katumbi, this is Ensemble pour le Changement, will be held now tomorrow. So the press conference, which was scheduled on the 22nd, then it was postponed on the 24th, now will take place today, Tuesday the 26th of February. In a statement dated 23rd of February, the platform dear to the former governor of the former Katanga will clarify his position in view of the post-election crisis that threaten stability and peace in the Congo. It is possible that through this conference, Moses Katumbi will let the Congolese people to know his position vis-a-vis of Lamuka, his position vis-a-vis of what will be his next step. So this will lead me to the end of this news, and I have now to do maybe a short comment or a few comments. So please be with me, and I will invite you once again to not leave your screen yet. Your comments are most welcome. As you can observe, Moses Katumbi actually is in Lamuka. Is one of those coalitions or political parties or political platforms which are leading Lamuka. And it can be a dilemma. It can be a tough decision to make for Moses, because leaving Lamuka means something for Moses. Joining also Cash or Tshisekedi will also be another challenge. So it's now between the two. Tshisekedi is his friend, and Moses possibly wants to work for the government of the Congo in order to help the country. On the other side, he has taken this big step to join Lamuka so that Lamuka could maybe win the election and Moses could work for the country or work for the Congolese people. Now, Kyungwa Kumwanza, the man who has been telling everybody that Katumbi will never or is not ready to reject Tshisekedi. Katumbi is ready to work with Tshisekedi. Kyungwa Kumwanza has been telling people that there are not two presidents in the Congo Democratic Republic of. There is only one president, and that president is Felix Tshisekedi. So Kyungwa Kumwanza has been always talking using the name of Katumbi. Kyungwa Kumwanza has been, whenever he talks to represent Katumbi. And for Kyungwa Kumwanza, Lamuka maybe somehow doesn't exist. Or again, it existed, it was made only for the election purposes, but actually it doesn't have any power, or it shouldn't even be there. This is Kyungwa Kumwanza, who always presents the views of Katumbi. Now, it's not only Kyungwa Kumwanza who has shown that Lamuka shouldn't exist. We have also seen Delice Sanga and Christophe Lutundula who pulled out from Lamuka. And now, for Katumbi to pull out from Lamuka, that means that he will automatically join maybe another camp, another bloc, another political arena. But he'll automatically become an opponent to Bemba, to Muzito, as well as to Martin Fayulu, or let me say to Lamuka in general. He'll become an opponent. And this is not all. If Moses Katumbi left Lamuka, there are maybe two or three options. One, he can join Lamuka to tell Tshisekedi, I want to work with you. Then he has to bow down and follow those agreements which were signed between FCC and Cash. And then he will hit his head against the wall. Secondly, Moses Katumbi can join Felix Tshisekedi, and then once he's there, will say, Felix, I want to work with you. My purpose is to come and support you, to pull yourself out from those agreements that you signed with the FCC. And that will save Tshisekedi, and it will save also the Congolese people. And from there, maybe can invite the other parts, you know, the other friends, the other colleagues, with whom they met you in Geneva, and say, let us work together, and we can work hard to violate those agreements that Tshisekedi signed with PPRD or UDPS signed with PPRD, or those that take cash signed with FCC, and we can take those people to justice. We can work for people. That's another way. And the third way can be for Katumbi to say, look, I'm pulling out from Lamuka, I'm not joining Felix Tshisekedi, I will do my own life, maybe I will continue with Ensemble or his political platform, we will work on our own, and that's the way that life will be. That can be a third option, to pull out from Lamuka. And now, if Katumbi will remain in Lamuka, that will contradict everything that Baba Kyungwa Kumwanza used to say. Then what would happen? Because Katumbi may also do it. Him and Tshisekedi are good friends. He may also say, yes, I'm pulling out. I'm not pulling out from Lamuka and going for just joining a friend. Friend, you'll understand, I will remain with Lamuka. And many people may say, yes, that's a good decision. Many may say no. But once he's with Lamuka, back in Katanga, I wonder what would happen. Maybe it will look like he contradicts what Kyungwa Kumwanza have been saying. People may not be happy. He may lose, I mean, because he's famous in Katanga, he may lose popularity in Katanga. And he may find himself in a bad corner in politics in Katanga. So now, what is going to happen? Many people have been saying that, okay, Lamuka is not going to be alive. Lamuka will vanish very soon. Let us give to it 5, 6, 10 months, and you'll see Fayulu will be tired, and that will be the end of it. Even other people have been asking me, why didn't Fayulu reach Bukavu while he was in Goma, I mean in North Kivu, which is close to Bukavu? Why didn't he pass by Bukavu? But instead he left North Kivu and then he went back to the western part of the country. I can't answer that. That is maybe Fayulu. I mean, maybe Fayulu can be the best person to answer that question, not me. By the way, people continue to say that, okay, Fayulu continue to go around and around. The campaign has already finished. But why does he continue to campaign? Who finances those campaigning costs that are involved while he moves from one place to another one? Who pays for all of that? Where does the money come from? Those are questions that people have been asking themselves. Is that money coming from those who occupy the country? Is the money coming from those who have been, working behind the curtains? Is the money coming from Europe? Is that money coming from Africa, from America, or another company, or continent? We don't know. But what we know is that the people have been saying our country is occupied. People have been complaining a lot that our country is occupied. And those who occupy the country hide themselves behind the leaders. And we can see, whenever we see FCC, people will tell you that, okay, FCC have got an agreement with those who occupy the country. Whenever you see Cash, people will tell you Cash has got an agreement with those who occupy the country. Now we see Fayulu, we see people saying people are behind Fayulu, those who occupy the country. So we don't know exactly who is who, what they are doing, or again, what is going on. And of course, we don't reject European, Americans, or Africans, or or people who are coming from Australasia. We don't. We accept them. But when we are talking about occupation, it means that they are there, they are just pulling out resources from the Congo, making Congo becoming more and more poorer while they're becoming more and more rich. Whatever they explore from the Congo, they take it in their countries, and that's the end of the story. Now, those leaders who have been pushed, those leaders who have been working with those occupiers, I may urge them to change their mentality, to think about the people, to think about the Congolese people who chose them to represent them. We don't reject, we don't deny that they should work with, you know, foreigners, they should work with other people from other countries. But that should be for the, first of all, or primarily for the interest of the Congolese people. It's true that we love our leaders. We love them. And some people adore even them. And we promote them. We want to see them shining at all stages. But you don't have to forget that our leaders are human beings. They can make mistakes. They can be corrupt. They can also die. This is not an insult. It can happen. And it has happened in the past. And because they are human beings, they may also die. And here, I'm going to talk about the physical death and the political death. And when we are talking about physical death, it means that, you know, like Lumumba passed away, Kasavubu passed away, Chombe passed away, Mobutu passed away, Laurent Désiré Kabila, sorry, passed away, Joseph Mobutu, bien sûr, passed away. So death can happen, can come suddenly and take our leaders. Now, if our leader passes away, the person that we give all the trust, the person that you love the most, the person that you believe that he will be the one who will save the Congo, the savior of the Congo for you, if that person dies today, does it mean that that's the end of life for the Congolese people? Does it mean that that's the end of life for our country? If today Fayulu dies, if today Tshisekedi dies, if today Kabila dies, if today, let me say, Muzito dies, if today Vital Kamerhe passes away, what is going to happen? Will it be the end of the world for us? Or should we continue to live? Like in any family, a father can die, a mother can die, and life will continue. Isn't it? On the other side, politicians sometimes they can shift from one political platform to another one. They can shift from one political party to another political party. And that can be for one or another reason. It can be because they don't agree with the policies of a party, then they move to a second one. It can be because maybe the population believes that they should move. It can also be because all the leaders look and see, okay, these policies in this political party won't favor our people. They can shift from one party to another one. But others also can move because of bribery. They are corrupt. They bribe them, then they move, they sacrifice the people of the Congo, and they go to another party. And you have seen Kabila removing some of the leaders of the UDPS. He took some of the leaders of the MLC. He took some of the leaders. I mean, for one reason or another one, is those people can move for at any time, any minute, without asking the population, what do you think? They can. And that's what we call political death, because the people get discussed, the people get disappointed, and people reject them. And for them, it's like, okay, we don't care. What we are here for is money. Let us become rich. Let us work for money. Let us build the future of our children and our future. They are families, not children of the country. Families. And that happens. We have seen it on several occasions. So what we need now, because death can happen politically or physically, what we need to fight for, we Congolese, what should be our priority, is to have a strong political system in place in the Congo. We should have a very strong political system. Even if Lumumba passed away and people will say, okay, Lumumba used to have, you know, good initiatives. Such and such, he used to have a good initiative. Laurent Désiré Kabila had good initiatives. Where is that those systems? It's like they passed away and they took everything of them. Because all the trust of the people were just in individuals. We have to have a good platform, which will be a strong political system for our country. And that will reshape our country. Even if Fayulu will die today, Tshisekedi will die today, Vital Kamerhe will pass away, Moise Katumbi will pass away, Jean-Pierre Bemba will die, Monsengo will die. Even if those people will die, the system, a strong political system, which will benefit Congolese, if it is in place, then the Congolese people won't be shaken. Even if the government have been having an agreement with other government, if the leaders dies, we will know what to do and how to handle the situation. Even if people are there today occupying our country, if we have a strong political system in place, these people will run away by themselves because they will discover that, oh, all our interests, we can't take it out anymore. We can't sack the country. We can't sack Congo as we used to sack it yesterday. Things will change. For those who know Tanzania, if you go to Tanzania, you'll find the people from Burundi in Tanzania, from the Congo, from Zambia, from Rwanda, different nationality. I mean, people from different countries, origins. And they are now like Tanzanian. They work for Tanzania. And they live in Tanzania. They do things like Tanzanian. And Tanzania doesn't open all the windows so that those people can take everything and take it back home country. They don't loot Tanzania. Why? Because there is a strong political system in place. Not only Tanzania. For those who live in Europe, America, Asia, and many other countries around the world. You can be a Congolese who live, let me say, in Australia. You work in Australia. The services that you do, you don't do it for the Congolese, but you do it for the Australian citizen. You do it for that country. You pay your taxes in that country. And everything is controlled. Even if you work in mining in Australia, all is controlled. You can't even have the chance to steal even 100 grams of gold. In Australia, they extract gold. You can't even steal 100 grams. Because the rules are there. There is a strong political system in place which controls Australia. And it's not only Australia. Go even in Rwanda. Visit many countries in Africa. You can see. And that will never and ever allow looters to loot. But I'm not saying that everybody who is a foreigner is a looter. No, we have got also good foreigners who are coming to invest, who are coming to help the Congo to reshape, to build itself. They are there too. And we say thank you for their contribution. Now, my question today was, if now, as Martin Fayulu said, they have been proposing him to become the Prime Minister of the Congo. If Martin Fayulu becomes the Prime Minister of the Congo, if he accepts to become the Prime Minister of the Congo, what would happen? Is he going to agree to work with Tshisekedi and bow down in front of, bow down to the agreement that Tshisekedi signed with Kabila? Is he going to accept to become the Prime Minister just for glory and follow those agreements between Kabila and Tshisekedi, or between Cash and FCC? And if he becomes the Prime Minister, he will form the government. And after forming the government, will that government be given the independence of operating? Will that government also bow down in front of Kabila or in front of those agreements? And if, for instance, Martin Fayulu accepts to become the Prime Minister of the Congo and he forms a government, are they really going to work independently? Will FCC allow them to work freely for the well-being of the Congolese? Excuse me? I don't think so. I doubt. It won't be easy. Maybe it can happen, but there is more than enough to doubt about. Furthermore, I have to say that if Martin Fayulu accepted to become the Prime Minister of the Congo, then will the Congolese people be happy for that? Some people, wherever he went, I mean, Matadi, they were saying no. When he said, people have been, I mean, I was asked to become the prime minister, people said president, president, president. So we can see some people may say, yes, it's a good idea. Martin Fayulu, join Tshisekedi. The two of you can work together, build the country, fight for the people together. And other people may say, no, don't step into that business because you may end up to collapse or not to be successful. So those are, you know, different point of views or different views of people. Now, the Congolese people shouldn't not place their trust in individuals. They shouldn't place, you know, 100% their trust in Tshisekedi, 100% their trust maybe in Fayulu or Vital Kamerhe or anyone else. Because those people may die, either politically or physically. So what I may say, my view is that the people of the Congo should, first of all, start to know how to fight for our identity, how to fight for our nation. We should fight for a good political system of our country. We should fight, first of all, for our well-being, rather than instead of fighting for Tshisekedi. I support Tshisekedi, I support Fayulu, I support Moses Katumbi, I support Jean-Pierre Bemba, I support Muzito, I support, and so on and so forth. We waste all our energy fighting between us or fighting each other for individuals, for the leaders who are there, instead of fighting for our country, for our identity, for our nation, for our well-being, for our next generation. So, your trust shouldn't be given 100% to the politicians. As I said, because they can move from one side to another one, or they can die. Your trust should be divided in 4. This is just my view. And the top level of your trust should be put in God. Trust in God first. You can be a Muslim, you can be a Christian, you can be any religion if you want, you can be whoever you are, but put your trust first of all in God. Secondly, your trust should be put in the political system of your country, of my country. Let us build a political system that we trust. And we have to make it to become solid, to become strong and powerful, to become titanic. And after that, your trust should be in yourself. Trust yourself. Third position, trust yourself. Trust God, trust the political system in your country, and then trust yourself. And finally, give the rest now to the politician. Put your trust now in the leaders that you love, in the leaders that you believe should be there as a leader. And that will help you and me to reshape our country. That will help you and me to stand strongly tomorrow, and we can speak loudly. Even if Tshisekedi will die, even if Fayulu will die, even if any candidate Ngoi will die or any person will die, the country will continue to walk in a very good path. Nyerere in Tanzania died a long time ago. He passed away a long time ago. But today Tanzania continues to follow the path of Nyerere. If you go to China, Mao Zedong passed a while ago. But today China continues to follow the system in place, and all works for them. So we have to stand up to change a little bit of our way of doing things, a little bit of our way of thinking, and reshape our mind. Congolese are very intelligent. Congolese are very strong. Congolese are very powerful. Congolese can determine themselves to do something, and it will happen with the help of God, with the help of our leaders, with our own help. So it's time now to stand up. Our Congo is one, will continue to be one, will continue to fight, will continue to create, to build up this political system which will bless the Congo. Every Congolese will benefit from the wealth of his country. Every Congolese will enjoy to be Congolese and to have that privilege of being called Congolese. In unity and love, we will win. May God bless the Congo. May God bless you. May God be with you forever and ever. Vive le Congo. Thank you very much for all. And I wish you a very good morning, very good afternoon, very good evening, or good night, depending on where you are. Goodbye for now.